Shock secrets about the Manchester United captaincy revealed. Marcus Rashford involved in a car crash after the Burnley game. And what did we learn from the match? These are all the things we will be discussing in today's video. But before we jump into that, please do smash a like and please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. So let's start off with this story about the Manchester United captaincy. Now, I assume some of you still remember Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was talking to the media a couple of days ago for the first time properly since being sacked as the Manchester United manager. And he was saying that apparently during his time at Manchester United, there were multiple people who he tried to make the captain and they refused to do that. Now, there's a story coming out this afternoon saying that apparently Marcus Rashford and Paul Pogba turned down the Manchester United captaincy during Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's time in charge at Old Trafford. So obviously as a result of that, that meant that Harry Maguire was appointed the Manchester United captain. So it kind of paints a bit of a picture of how we've got where we are. Obviously Maguire's not the captain any longer, but everybody was in absolute disarray when it got announced that Harry Maguire was going to be the captain. Nobody knew what was going on. Everybody thought it was a joke. But we can now see that there was actually two other people who'd been offered it before that, and that was Marcus Rashford and Paul Pogba, which I think, you know what? Marcus Rashford, some of you would say that he wouldn't make a good captain because of his work rate, because of his selfishness. I do somewhat agree, but I think he would have been a better captain than Harry Maguire. Paul Pogba, I think if he'd have carried on being a good player, you know, even at some point to world class, I think he would have been a good captain too. It's a little bit strange why neither of them wanted to become the captain, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below on that one. Now let's move over to this story about Marcus Rashford. Now I want to start off before we go any further by saying Marcus Rashford has come out in the last couple of hours on Instagram saying 3 points on the road. I'm okay. Thanks for all the messages. So for anybody who doesn't know what's happened here, Marcus Rashford was involved in a car crash directly after the Burnley game. So there's pictures of his car in an absolutely awful way. Apparently Bruno Fernandes drove past the scene straight after the incident happened and was there to kind of help him. He didn't have to go to hospital, luckily. So obviously really horrible situation to be in for Rashford. Apparently he was very shook up. His car looks completely written off, completely mashed up. But luckily Marcus Rashford is okay. Obviously when I woke up this morning and saw this, I was very, very concerned. But he has come out now and said himself that apparently he is okay and obviously really happy about the 3 points on the road against Burnley yesterday. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about that game as well quickly. I want to give you my feedback on it. I want to give you the things that I felt that I learnt from that game. Now, I think the most important thing from this match is to show that our defence can be good again, because our defence last season was what got us the top three. Obviously, Marcus Rashford had moments of brilliance, but overall, our defensive efforts last season were incredible, and that's how David De Gea got the golden glove, wasn't it? So I'm so happy that our defence was back to how it was last year. Everyone was laughing at the beginning of the game, saying, Johnny Evans, what the hell's happened? But I think, you know what? We defended really, really well against Burnley. We didn't give them many opportunities, and we need to build on that now going into the Crystal Palace game. And you know what? I would start Johnny Evans. I don't care what people say. Even if Martinez is fit, I think Johnny Evans has earned the chance to play for Manchester United again. And I think he didn't put a foot wrong yesterday. He was my man of the match. A beautiful assist. His goal should have stood, in my opinion. Easily man of the match. So that was the first thing that we've learned. The second thing is that Rasmus Højlund needs to get balls put to him into the box, because having a striker like Rasmus Højlund up there, who is still very raw, his link-up play isn't 100% yet, and not putting balls into the box is just a complete waste, okay? He was pressing, he was working really, really hard, but he just didn't really get any opportunities. So I think that definitely needs to be looked at. The third thing as well is that Rasmus Højlund has obviously got over this back injury. We were obviously told, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, that apparently Rasmus Højlund would only be able to play 1 game a week tops. That was what Ten Hag said. He played the full 90 minutes yesterday, which is really, really positive. There's a picture of him circulating on Twitter from after the game where he took his shirt off to give to one of the fans in the ground. And you can see that he's been having a cup treatment. So if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's where they put hot cups on the back on the damaged areas. So it looks like he is actively trying to do something about this potential back injury, which I know concerned a lot of you early on. And I'm really happy that he's able to play a full 90 minutes. And I think we just need to keep giving him game time, and we need to build on it. The fourth thing is Onana. I think Onana was absolutely unbelievable yesterday. I'm really, really happy that he got a clean sheet. Really happy that he's, managed to cement that position and turn around the tide, because obviously against Bayern Munich, it was a really poor game for him. He came out, didn't he, and said it was the worst game he's played in his whole career, pretty much. He even went as far as apologising to all the players. He apologised to the fans, to the manager. And I'm so happy that he came away with a clean sheet because, as I said earlier on in the video, our season last year was made on the defence, and we need Onana to be getting those clean sheets. And I'm so happy for him to have got that. Now, the fifth thing, and this is the fifth and final thing that that I learned from the game yesterday, is that we need players to come back from injury desperately. I know that seems a little bit obvious, but we're dropping like flies at the moment. We really, really need some of these players to come back. And I'm happy to say that apparently Mason Mount, Sofian Amrabat, Raphael Varane, and potentially even Kobe Mainoo should be available for the game on Saturday against Crystal Palace. So that's a massive, massive injury boost for us. Obviously, all of the others, the Luke Shaws, Malacias, they're all going to be out for quite a long time. Anthony, God knows when he'll be back. Sancho, God knows when he's going to be back. But we are starting to get some of our players back. We obviously have just hired this new doctor, Gary O'Driscoll from Arsenal. He's one of the best doctors in the Premier League. So hopefully we can turn our fitness issues around. But yes, please do let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you think about the captaincy story at the beginning of the video. Let me know what you learned from the game against Burnley yesterday. Please let me know in the comments section. Please do make sure to smash a like and subscribe on your way out. This has been Daily Red Devil. I've been Kieran, and I'll catch you all later.